Hello everybody, welcome and welcome back. Today we're going to be playing on the best of 3 standard ranked ladder with our Armageddon Slogurk list. So basically, this list is just another iteration of the Sleep Cursed Fairy Kami of Whispered Hopes combo. So with this one you can make infinite mana, and in the turns building up to that you play Slogurk and you use your channel lands to keep your opponent off balance. Once you make infinite mana, you can Armageddon them with Baseyu, and you can put all of their online permanents back into the hand with the Ota. So that means they're most likely not going to be able to replay anything. After that, you can loop through the deck until you find your Jace, -5 on your opponent, and Takenuma to repeatedly bring him back to the hand and mill him out in one turn. We also have the line of animating lands with infinite +1/+1 counters on the backside of Titania, so there is a ton of different things you can do with this list. So for the creatures, we're running 4 Sleep Cursed Fairy and 4 of the Kamis. Rona is also a 4 of, since she's kind of the best creature to put the abilities on. If you're able to give her the mana ability and a couple counters, sometimes you can go at least a couple spells deep without even having a Sleep Cursed Fairy underneath it, since just casting legendary spells is going to allow you to untap it and you just keep slamming stuff. Vohar is in here as another looter to put under the Cauldron, so you can draw, discard, and make mana, and just get through the deck to get to the Jace. His ability is slightly better than Rona's, just by a hair, because if you discard the Seed of Hope, it can ping your opponent. Rona is a much better creature though because of the legendary spell untap part. We're running a couple Urtais to help protect our Cauldrons once it's on the field. Colossal Sky Turtle can help buy it back from the graveyard or any other key pieces we might need. 1 Old Rustine and 1 Raven Manor in here for value pieces, and 4 Seed of Hopes to help find the Soul Cauldrons out of the graveyard. This deck is incredibly fun, and I'm fairly certain if nothing shakes up from Lost Caverns of Ixalan, this is probably what I'll end up using for the next standard RCQ season. Over in the sideboard we have Spell Pierce, Cut Down, Safekeeping, Hermit, Go for the Throat, 1 Haywire Might. I added this in after the games. I was running 2 Spell Pierce, but Haywire Might's definitely better. It can go underneath the Cauldron, and it should help in the 5-color matchup a lot. Outland Liberator is another one of those kind of versions to help with the 5-color matchup, or just enchantments. 4 copies of Renin Realmbreaker for the aggro matchups, and 2 Sheoldred the Apocalypse down at the bottom. If you guys are excited to see this list in action, make sure to drop a like, leave a comment, and make sure you're subscribed if you aren't already, as I'd really appreciate it. I upload to YouTube 5 days a week with standard content just like this, so if you don't mind dropping a subscription, I'd really appreciate it, since I'm still trying to get my channel partnered. And with all that said, let's hop onto the ladder and see how this does. Alrighty, game 1. Hand is unfortunately a mulligan. That one looks a lot better. We'll definitely keep that. Just put back Urtai. Yeah, I think so. And leading off with the Cottage. Opponent's gonna draw with the Dread Knight. Let's get Rona on the field, I think. And we will pass. Opponent's gonna Bushwhack. They grab a Forest. And they draw off another Dread Knight. Okay. Let's loot with the Rona. We can discard a Kami and play the Cauldron. Yeah, I think so. Let's pass. And here comes Dread Knight. And Tail Swipe. So +1/+1 and fight. Okay. Let's loot. Sure. Let's go with the Seed of Hope. We'll take an island. And we'll put the Kami underneath it. Let's go with our Rona. And we will pass. Let's take our block. Okay. Still gets eaten. They cast it out of the graveyard. Kinda hope they don't. Just... okay. Let's loot. We'll play a Cauldron. And we just want to play the Kami. Let's pass. And down comes an Obliterator. Do you have a fight club or a fight spell? Of course. Let's draw and discard. And I think we'll just pass from here. We'll take 5. Sure. So we don't have black, but the Kami can do that. Right? Oh, and there's an Argoth. Cool. So we can bounce the Gurk and just channel Otawara stuff. Okay, I think that's the play. Let's hit a creature so this goes a bit faster. And we will pass. Sure. I mean, yeah, that was beautiful. GG's. Alright, I think we run it like that. Alrighty, next game. Hand is pretty good. Let's keep it. Let's lead with the waste so we can just start firing off the Seed of Hope. Cool. Let's play our Ota and the Rona. Alright, opponent's gonna draw, and they duress. Nice. Let's go with the Argoth and the Fairy. Let's pass. Let's loot. Think we can just discard the Ota. Sure. And I think we can just take Vohar. So let's play the Plaza. And we'll get down Vohar. We'll pass, and we can hold open the Go for the Throat, and next turn we can play Gurk. Okay. I mean...
You will grow with us. Fight beside us.
can kill Nissa here. Is that the play? I think it is. She's just so brutal to deal with. They go for the throw. And they draw. Down comes the Dread Knight. And you have another land. Takenuma. Cut down. Okay. Let's play the Gurk. And we can put Vohar under the Cauldron. Get in for 4. Yeah, I think so. So we've put the opponent in a pretty bad position here. We're up a game, we have 7 power on the board and a Cauldron. If they deal with the Gurk, we get back Takenuma and Ota. Basayu is pretty solid. We'll grab our island. But the damage is done. We have our 4/4 flyer, and they can mount a bit of offensive with their Mishra's Foundry, but we're winning this damage race. Now the fairy is just a 2-turn clock. So, blocking, getting back Takenuma and the Ota. Is it worth it? Meh, we'll take 3. I forgot we don't have the Cauldron. Let's play the Coast, and we're just gonna go with Argoth. Let's get in. Put you to 2. Land off the top won't quite do it. They can get in, make food, but still got all these good things. We'll take 4. GG's. Not too bad. Alrighty, next game. I mean, I think we try it. On the draw, it's definitely not the worst. And opponent's gonna play a Dread Knight. Let's get down Rona. And down comes a Dread Knight. So do we just play the Gurk here? Well, let's draw. We can definitely discard that Rona. And think we just play Gurk. Or we can just play out a Kami. Or Titania. I mean, we have plenty of options here. I'm just gonna go with Gurk. Let's loot. think we'll just discard the Kami, and we'll take 3 here. And Glissa. I mean, that's definitely not great. Let's play out the Plaza. And we'll go with Titania, I think. And we'll loot. And probably just drop off 3rd Rona. Let's pass. Alright, opponent is going to combat. Let's block there, I think. We'll let Glissa connect, just so she can't remove any +1 counters. We'll grab the Argoth. And exiling Titania. Sure. And let's loot. Let's discard Jace, I think. We'll play the Argoth, the Cauldron, and I think we just put it on the Rona, just to spread it out a little bit. Let's play out this Titania. And there's the fairy. Cool. Think we just get in for 7. And we will pass. Alright, doesn't look like opponent has anything, I guess. Let's loot. Alright, well, maybe opponent just quit on us, because we definitely kind of popped off on him, and there was some misplays there, so it feels good to just kind of destroy him by that much. Against Golgari, I think we just bring in our Shellys, and yup. Thanks for the rank up. Alrighty, next game. On the draw, hand is meh, but we will keep it. Let's lead with the Shores. Plaza here is pretty good. We can cast the Vohar. And you want to use your first kill spell? Let's play an Argoth and the Raven Man. Okay. Another cut down. So opponent doesn't have lands, which is completely fine with us. We'll go with Titania and the Fairy. Alright, so they are on Esper, so opponent's playing a powerful deck most likely. They can probably bounce back if we don't just put some pressure on here. Lord Skitter. Well, that is definitely a problem since we want to fill the grave with land. Let's play out the next Argoth, and we can hold open either the Ota, Seed of Hope, or a Plaza. But I think we just pass here. Okay. Alright, so opponent's gonna make a rat, and they exile the Raven Man. Sure. So, do we just bounce it? If we do that, we aren't flipping it next turn. And then we're taking a bit of a chunk in the air. I think we do, though. Just keep them away from whatever land they're trying to play here. Let's Seed of Hope. Do we just take the next Ota? Probably. Let's play out another Plaza. And we will pass. Down comes Dennick. Okay. Any attacks? Interesting. So unless opponent just discards 3 non-lands here, we can just kill him with the Titania and the Fairy. So let's see what they do. Okay. Let's untap. Oh, right, it costs extra. So I guess we're just gonna block one of the rats. And down comes Rafine. I mean, don't really have much going on, so I think we just kind of have to try and flip Titania. Let's pass. Alright, opponent is going to attacks. Let's see what they do. Sure. Think we just block Rafine. So if they have an Igonjo, lose out on Titania, which is pretty annoying. But I don't know. Yeah, I think we'll just take the 1 here. Or the 1 from the Rafine, I mean. We'll take 5. And Lord Skitter. Okay. No 3-mana spell, though. Ota is incredible. We can play Gurk, leave open the Plaza. Have an Ota for 2? Yeah. We'll get down the Gurk, and we will pass. Since they have their Dennick on the field, their Lord Skitter can't even exile the lands from the graveyard, which is pretty funny. Sure. Let's just take our one block. I mean, I don't really want to lose these guys to Dennick, so... let's meld. And keep one of the Otas. And we will draw. Let's play the Argoth. And get in for 12. Let's pass. And down comes Rafine. Coming in with Shelly. Okay. We'll block with Gurk. I'm fine trading him. We unfortunately don't get the land. And this costs 4 to activate, which means shields down on a kill spell. Don't think we can do that. Let's go to combat and... yeah, just in with Titania, I think. Let's go with the Seed of Hope. We'll take the Cauldron. I guess we can play it, but it's not like it's gonna really do anything since I have the Dennick on the field. Let's pass. Sure. Okay, here comes the squad. Let's activate the plaza. Sure.
You started this fight, but I'm going to end it.
That's fine.
Remember your training.
Let's get the Sleep Curse Fairy. And... let's take out the Emperor. We'll play a land. And what's this cost? 5? Yeah, we'd still have a plaza open, so sure. Let's pass. Yeah. GG's. Next turn we could just make infinite mana, animate all of our lands, and in for a bunch. So, Esper mid. I think we just run it like that. Alrighty, game 2. Unfortunately, that's a mole. That's better. Just put back the Ota, I think. Yeah. Let's pass. I have a feeling they're gonna do their fealty here, and we can just spell pierce that. Okay. Let's go with Vohar, and we can still hold open the pierce. Sure. Think we just pierced that. Well, that's not ideal. Let's get in. Oh boy. Let's pass. I think we just have to go for it. Don't want to let them get their connive off. If you want to counter it, sure. Let's take the block. Do you have an Elspeth Smite? I know they have some sort of pause here, so yeah. Let's pass. Rafine gets rid of Rafine. And you just kill the Kami here. They were hovering it, so. Okay. Sure. Oh boy. Sure. We'll take 7. Yeah, this game is definitely over. I was gonna say, it's probably a land, but go for the throat's helpful, still not beating that. I think on the play we just bring back in the Gurk and the rest of the seeds and just try and aggro them. Alright, we will play first. I mean, yeah, it's keepable. Let's pass. Sure. Let's play out Basayu and Titania, I think. If they play Rafine and Kraken, we can at least just make them bounce off of each other, so. Destroy Evil is gonna take out Titania. Let's play out the Kami and the Argoth. We'll take 2. Let's go with Slowgurk. Okay. Let's pass. Opponent's gonna play a tower, and they pass. I think here they're just repping a Wandering Emperor, so we'll just pass. We can hold open Takenuma and the Go for the Throat, so. Let's take out Dennick. And channel. Let's grab Titania. Okay. Think we just take No, we'll take Takenuma and a land to play land for turn next. Cauldron. Okay. So we can put Kami underneath something, or we can just exile their Dennick. Let's go with Titania. And I mean we can still just hold open Takenuma. I don't think it's right to play the Cauldron here. I just think we can get a lot more value out of the Takenuma, since we can bounce the Gurk and just kind of keep looping. Let's pass. Kinda rude. Let's channel. We'll take the Gurk. Let's play out Gurk. We'll play out our next Basayu, since I'm not really seeing anything else. Put some counters on him. And then we can play our Cauldron. exile Dennick. Let's pass. If they want to board wipe us, we can just do all this again. Well, Dennick's a little annoying, but nothing we can't really deal with. Sure. Let's go to combat, and we'll get in for 7. Just play Shelly, then we can hold open our turtle. Bounce Shelly, we can also bounce Gurk if they board wipe, so I think it's pretty solid. If they want to casualty make disappear, Dennick's off the field, and we can start using the Cauldron again. Let's pass. Let's put the Kami under it. You know, I bet we can just get lethal next turn. No, that's really greedy. Let's just go back to us. Sure, that works too. We'll eat their Dennick and put some more counters on the Kami. GG's. Nice. This deck is sweet. A couple post-game thoughts for everybody. This deck is incredible. It is definitely a pain to play it on Arena. The tapping and untapping with the Kami Sleep Cursed Fairy, it can be a little tedious. In paper, this combo is so much easier to pull off just because you can say, you know, I'm going to float 1 billion mana, I'm going to draw and discard through the deck, I'm going to find my Jace, I'm going to Takenuma it, I'm going to mill you out. On Arena, you have to be a little bit more creative sometimes, but the deck is very powerful, and with the myriad of win conditions, you can definitely pull it off. My favorite thing so far has been flipping Titania for wins, because this card's just awesome. Being able to animate your lands, and just having like a 10-10 Vigilance, Trample, Reach, Haste creature. Really hard for opponents to beat that. And yeah, thank you everybody for watching. I appreciate it. Like, comment, subscribe, and I will catch you in the next one. Peace.